on, kids, let's get Nreal. Nreal, and help?
You already made this joke.
I know I did in the Nreal Nreal Light video that I did almost a year ago. That was December. This, I was waiting, and in that video I said, you know what? This one's okay, but I really want to try out the Nreal Air. At that time, I thought the Nreal Air was basically just gonna be an upgraded version of the Light. It's actually not. It's actually sort of like a side grade or maybe even a downgrade in some areas. But on the plus side, you won't look like as much of a dork while wearing them. Oh, that feels good. What am I dealing with here? I open it like this. Oh, okay. Cleaning cloth, a manual. This is not a toy for children. No children. If you think that I'm just about to unbox a regular pair of sunglasses right now, no, that's not right. These are augmented reality glasses, although they can also do VR apparently.
Why did you say augmented?
Augmented, that's the proper German pronunciation. Augmented reality. And yeah, I mean, like a lot of companies have been trying to do this kind of thing. HoloLens is obviously, everyone knows about this, but you know, now with Quest Pro, they have like a bit more, you know, it's a VR headset, but they're adding in more augmented reality stuff. A lot of like smaller, lesser known companies trying this stuff out. Nreal seems to be one of the few companies that is trying to make commercially available products that don't look like full-on developer prototypes. This one, if you forget about the fact that there's these like dinky little things behind the front glass, you might be tricked into thinking that's just a regular pair of sunglasses. I can't see anything because I think there's a film on the lens, first of all, but second of all, how do I look?
Very weird. It's like you have fake eyes behind the glasses.
Very weird. So, I mean, you know, in terms of general design, it's very similar to the Light. It's just that the front lens portion is, you know, a lot more like that, you know, standard Wayfarer design. But in terms of the thick module here and the angled lenses here, it is very similar to the Light. You can adjust the angle of the arm because when I'm putting it on, I feel like when it rests on my ears, it's a little too much like, can you see that?
Yeah.
Like I feel like it wants to be here, but my ears are here.
Screw your ears, dude.
And this ear is lower than this ear.
What the heck
So
is wrong with
what
you?
can Nreal do about that? This is a I'm guessing it's USB-C. USB-C to C cable with an angled section because that's gonna plug into the end of the glasses there.
It looks like there's other things in here.
Okay, so I think this is the prescription lens. If you wanna wear these in public for some reason. Shade, throwing shade. You can take these to like an optometrist and get prescription lens cut for them, apparently.
Please wear this.
They won't stay unless I do this.
For librarian.
You found my secret lair, hero character. The metaverse is amazing. And you got different nose adapters, and then a shade, I guess a cover for the lenses. I feel like that should go on easier, but I have to like squish it on a little bit. All right, one thing to notice right off the bat is that this does not have an internal battery. They say that it can go, I didn't realize this until I was looking on the site because the site says up to 5 hours streaming in air casting mode. And I'm like, okay, it's got a 5-hour battery life. And then you scroll down and at the very bottom it says, using fully charged 4,000 milliamp hour phone. And I'm like, wait, what? Because this does not have an internal battery. It's fully dependent on your phone, which is, you know, we'll get into this, the possibilities with AR devices, but like, you know, there's a reason the HoloLens is so freaking bulky. Although, I don't know, I'm not making, maybe Elon Musk will fix it. He's got nice batteries. Okay, external. So obviously we got the USB-C port here that is going to plug into your phone through the cable provided. It looks like we got speakers here, so they do have 2 open ear speakers is what they call them. Bass boost, virtual rendering, echo noise cancellation. I'm guessing that's for the microphones because there are 2 microphones as well somewhere. There's maybe 1 microphone there and the other microphone is right there on the top of the right arm. Both microphones on the right side, which I guess would make sense if they just wanted to have all the circuitry like on this one side, but what's on this side then? Nothing. Volume rocker here. I'm guessing this is a power button, and looks like that's all the I/O or buttons that we have. Let's start using it. Let's get into the verse, apostrophe. Hey, thanks to NIU for sponsoring today's video. Their BQI C3 Pro is the evolution of the urban e-bike. Whether you're commuting across the city on the daily or a weekend warrior exploring the parks outside of town, the BQI C3 Pro will get you where you're going quickly and safely. It offers up to 62 miles in range, swappable battery capabilities for extended range, and comes in 3 colors: white, glossy gray, and matte black. Get 20% off the NIU BQI C3 Pro from November 17th to December 4th, and for the most avid riders, a chance to get an additional 50% off. Click the link down below. All right, it's time to enter the non-branded metaverse. As I said, we have to jack in for that.
The line is, we need to jack in and jack off.
Okay, one thing right off the bat that is not great compared to the light is the fact that there's no clip over here. Like, I guess they're saying that this goes down right away, so it can go down from here onto your phone, but I guess these aren't falling off anytime soon, so that's all right. Okay, I'll give you a pass on that, Nreal. Let's plug it in. Nebula is Nreal's like Google Play Store, or like, it's the software that runs here. It's like when you put on your Quest. Sometimes you set it to Canada and it's like, oh, we can't do that in Canada. Canada isn't on here. Date of birth, do I need to put that in? Okay, AR space. Take me home. Is this supposed to be, do I need to turn them on or something?
Is the World 3D yet?
Hey, there we go. Oh, I can't see it. Oh, it's updating. After it updates, I should be able to see fine.
It should featurize.
Yeah. So while the glasses are being updated, one thing I figured out while reading the booklet is that that cover, this is not for style, this is so you can cover the exterior lenses and like be more immersed in VR, so like to block out the outside world. And the other thing is that this is not a volume rocker, it's a display, a brightness control. Also, while I'm waiting, I figured this out. So I thought there was a way to adjust, but I never want to force things with tech products. You never want to just push it until something clicks, but that's exactly what you're supposed to do here. So you can adjust the angle by just doing that. It doesn't, yeah, it makes me a little uncomfortable, but that's the norm. Let's go to Pandora, baby. I should have expected this because this was basically the experience with the Nreal Light as well, but a lot of stuff was really janky, so, the phone crashed. I expected this to be a little smoothed out, honestly. I'm a little disappointed. We've got lowered specs in a number of areas. It's only got 3 degrees of freedom compared to 6 degrees of freedom in the light. So you're not gonna be able to like move around and have it track you in 3D space. It will be able to tell where you're looking, and the display will track, and if you're in a VR experience, it's like it's like a stationary VR experience instead of a room scale. It doesn't have hand tracking. The other one didn't have hand tracking, but the other one did have.
The other one did.
It did? Editor, let's put this in there a little bit. Just kidding, it did have hand tracking. There's no hand tracking on this as well because there's no external sensors other than the proximity sensor here to tell when your head goes in. The Nreal Light did have hand tracking, and you could either use your phone as a remote or kind of like, I think you could pinch, I forget. Play the clip. Oh, okay. This is where we crashed last time, and it didn't do this before, so this is good. Okay. It's updating again. Something's happening. It's happening, it's working. Your Nreal glasses are activated. Oh. I was looking over here and I heard something, but I didn't see anything. And you're like, it looks like there's something on. I'm like, what? And I looked over here and there's the screen because it thinks I'm. All right, your phone is your controller is what it says. Try and move your phone around. There it is. So it says it's supposed to do head tracking or body tracking. It's only 3D, I guess maybe it like tries its best. For a more stable experience in vehicles, we have enhanced the anti-shake effect of this mode, you can disable it in the settings page. You can see that, I mean, you guys can't see, but on my screen, you can see the little screen recording. Oh, there's a time limit again. It can only record like 20 seconds. Okay, so what you're seeing right now is, I guess you must only be seeing the nebula screen and not the real world behind it, because there's no cameras here. On the other one, you could see, like, they won't be able to see you guys.
No.
Right? There's no cameras here.
No.
So that's too bad thing number one. The other too bad thing is the fact that the FOV in this is smaller than in the light. This is 46 and it used to be, it's 52 in the light. And so when I move my head around, like, I can only see this very tiny thing, and there's so much space around the available screen. Vertically, it's not too much of an issue. Actually, well, it is, but it's not as much as an issue to me as the left and right motion. Over here, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. And then there's like another 8 rows here, and then another over here. I will say that, like in the light, I'm impressed by the resolution here. Like, things look sharp, and that's really cool. All right, so since we didn't have time to go to the optometrist and get my prescription lenses, that I totally will do after this. We just taped my glasses and put a little bit of tape on the proximity sensor because it kept going away. So now we're set up. Now we're ready. Okay, I could live like this. Did I say it's got a 3840 by 1080 resolution per eye, which is pretty good. That rocker that I pointed out as a volume rocker falsely is the brightness control. So in order to control the volume, you have to use the phone volume, I believe. Yeah, here we go. Come on. Nope, it stopped. See, this is funny. The widest full screen you can do here is still limited by the field of view. So the actual screen that I see is only this big instead of like this could fill my entire field of view and it's this big. You know, I mean, they're not great speakers, but I think they're quite a bit better than the ones in the light. Maybe I'm tripping. I'll accept it. Based on what I've tried so far, this seems very similar to the light in terms of the like default nebula experience. You know, I haven't like done one of their experiences. You're about to enter a third-party application. So what I was saying, it's pretty janky. I'm sure that if you used this for a long time, you could probably get used to it. There were ways, like there's a browser, there's Google, Wikipedia, YouTube. You're not just limited to the phone. There also are experiences that you can use controllers with, I think the headset, I guess, through a PC and use SteamVR. So one of the things that I wanted to try real quick before we end is SteamVR. Let's go. Because I'm not in AR mode anymore. Whoa, do I look cool, guys? Yeah. Well, after trying to figure out how to do the SteamVR situation for a while there, we figured out that the only way that it streams VR games is using NVIDIA's Cloud XR streaming over Wi-Fi technology. And once we figured out that we had to like install things and set things up and do that whole thing, we were like, all right, you know what? This is actually probably not worth it based on the low FOV, because I can only I'm gonna play a VR game, but all I can see is just this like square in front of me. There are some people who say they enjoy it, but I'm also finding a number of Reddit posts talking about how, you know, it's not good because the FOV is so small. But for like other, you know, augmented reality experiences, maybe it might be worth it. The option is there if you really want to make it work, but it's probably not gonna be the best experience in the world. Okay, so this was a bit of a learning experience, primarily because I'm just confused about what Nreal is trying to do here. On the one hand, they launched the Nreal Light, and that kind of seemed like, all right, we're going to build this platform based on these, you know, 6 degrees of freedom, AR headsets with a lot of cool features, high resolution, and we're gonna build out an app ecosystem, And work as well was another big selling point, was the fact that you could there's browsers in there, you can connect it to your computer and have like a virtual office setup. But instead of kind of like releasing a new version of the Light that had more features, they released this, the Nreal Air, that is cut down in a lot of ways. It's got a smaller field of view. It can only do 3 DOF tracking instead of 6 DOF. Which leaves one of the only real benefits to the Air over the Light being the fact that, it looks a little more like regular sunglasses, which is definitely improvement, an improvement. Like if we're going to have AR glasses get anywhere close to the mainstream, they can't look like you are a cyborg and you have a giant friggin' thing on your face, They have to look like regular sunglasses. That's one of the only things going for the Nreal Air, other than the fact that it's cheaper. It's launching at $379 USD instead of $599, which is what the Light launched at. The whole website, like the product page for the Air, is just covered in like people who look like they're models, just kind of like looking cool and like, oh, putting the case in my purse. There is a positive side here, which is that if you are into AR and you want to tinker and you like early adopting things, you can get this and play around. It's just disappointing because the people who would do that would probably pay the $599 for the Light instead of paying $379. I'm confused by companies like Nreal. Who are you? Nreal, no matter who you are, thanks for making new weird things. I appreciate that, We need people like that. I just wish that once the products actually arrived here on the ShortCircuit set, I wouldn't have a short circuit trying to understand what's going on in my brain, you know what I mean? Thanks for watching. Subscribe to ShortCircuit for more videos like this. And if you're looking for something to watch the Nreal Light video. I think I had a better time in that one. No offense.